Hello, my dear students. Hope you all are doing good. Today I am back again with the English language class, and in this class I am going to discuss notice writing and email writing. Well, in your English language exam, notice writing and email writing is a 10-mark question in which 5 marks are for notice writing and 5 for email writing. And both the questions are compulsory and linked with each other. I hope you know it. So first I will be discussing notice writing with you. Now notice writing, as you know, is to provide information. Since you are in school, so notice writing deals with school notices. Where the students are to be informed about either various activities or competitions which are going to be held in the school, or number 2, about any exhibitions or picnics or trips. Number 3, about any donations which you are supposed to give to the school. And number 4, about any lost and found cases where you lose something in the school and then you put up the notice to inform what you have lost, where you give the details and some prize in order to honor the one who finds the thing. Other than these notices, there are notices in the localities, societies, or in your colonies where the RWA, Resident Welfare Association, the president puts up a notice for all the inmates of the colony or the locality regarding a meeting or a program and so on. So these are different kinds of notices which you will be writing, but there is a common format for all which has been provided to us by the ICSE board, and I will be discussing that today. There are 2 kinds of formats and you can adopt any one, so I will be dealing only with one only. It is very much easy and you can comfortably follow it. So here I have a question for you, just go through it. Your school is conducting an inter-class talent search. Write a notice to be put up in your school about the event and inviting them to participate. Now supposingly this question comes to you. This is the solution to it. How it has to be written, let us discuss it. The very first step is the first heading, which has to be very catchy and attractive. Remember, the notices are put up on the notice board while the students are roaming in the school corridors. So once they read the first heading, it should grasp their attention and they should stay back to read the whole of it. So the very first heading should be very catchy. Now for example, for this I have given my own heading, explore yourself. You can think about any other heading which you feel like, which you can give. Whatever you write, your first heading, the first words of the heading should be capital. It should be very much in the center. The answer sheets which you get in your exams, there are margins towards both the sides, left as well as the right. So you need not make any special box. You only have to take the center. Explore yourself, the first word, capital. Then comes to the second heading. Now the second heading has to be taken from the question itself. In the question it is given inter-class talent search. So you can write the same heading, inter-class talent search. First words, capital. And when writing, you have to leave a line here as well, here. Right? The third step, on 20th June. Now please keep in mind the date which you have to write at this point is the date of the activity, when that activity has to be carried on. You are not supposed to write today's date. Very important. Number 1. Number 2, whatever date you write, it should not exceed 1 month from today. For example, if today is say 1st June, then this date should not exceed from 1st July. It should be till 30th June. You cannot do that. You are writing the notice in June and you are giving a date of December. Unless and until you are asked to do so. Sometimes the teacher is very tricky. She gives you such a question. Write a notice to be put up organizing Christmas celebrations. So you know when Christmas comes. Then you have to follow that date. Otherwise, you only have to write the date which is not exceeding the month. After writing the date, next fourth step is the time. When that competition or activity, what are the timings? From 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. When you write AM, there are dots, A dot, M dot. That is the way you write. So it is better if you write both. Sometimes you don't know when the activity will end. So you can also write at 10 a.m. because you don't know the other side. Then the preposition will change. Otherwise, you have to remember these prepositions. On 20th June, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Next step, in the basement, St. Joseph's Boys School. Now, when you write the venue, in venue, you have to write the two things. It is compulsory. In the basement or the auditorium, or even if it's a sports event, you can write in the school playground, comma, St. Joseph's Boys School. Remember, the smaller place comes first and the name of the institution comes always afterwards. It is in this order only. So, on 20th June from 9 to 11 in the basement, comma, St. Joseph's Boys School. And then you have to again leave a line. And then you have to write from the margin. These all things are in the center. Now from the margin. Interested students from class 6 to 10 can give their names to Mrs. Gupta before 10th June 2020. So in this, you only have to provide the information. First of all, very important, the target audience. Which classes are supposed to participate? Even if the whole school is to participate, don't write the whole school can give their names. No. Then also you have to write interested students from class 1 to 10 and so on can give their names to Mrs. Gupta before 10th June. Now this date has to be 10 days prior to this date, so that the teacher can finalize the list of the participants. There should be a gap between this and this, 10 days gap, number one. And this date should be for at least 15 days ahead from today, so that the teacher can organize everything and you can also give your names. So interested students from class 6 to 10 can give their names to Mrs. Gupta on or before 10th June. You can also write like this. Below this, there is no need to write anything. Yours faithfully, your name, nothing is required, only this much. If you write this much, you are going to score full 5 on 5. How? Explore yourself. The first heading which you have to think on your own, that has to be a creative heading. If you write it clearly, it should be very short, not more than 4 to 5 words, unless and until you are writing a quote. Supposingly this is a drawing competition, there is a drawing competition, you can give a heading, "A thing of beauty is a joy forever," which is a very famous quote from John Keats. Otherwise, if you're thinking about your own heading, it should be as short as possible. If you write full correct, you will get 1 mark. Inter-class talent search. You have to find the second heading from the question given. If you write it correctly with first words capital, again 1 mark. On 20th June, half a mark for the date. From 9 a.m. to, again half a mark for the time. In the basement, first venue, half mark. St. Joseph's Boys School, second venue, half mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 1 mark. Target audience, which class? Half mark. Till what time and whom to submit the names? Half mark. So this makes it 5 in total. If you write it like this, you will certainly score 5 on 5. Where you have to show your creativity in thinking about the first heading. So I have a few headings for you to discuss, like supposing there is a debate competition, you can give the heading war of words, या war with words. Singing competition, test your vocal or be melodious. Drawing competition, be colorful. Splash the colors. Give colors to your dreams. Anything creative you can write. For an athletics competition, test your stamina. For a carom board competition, who has the lucky hand? Football, count your goals. quiz, test your knowledge. If there is a donation message, give till it hurts, or be helpful. So these are few of the headings which I have given you. You can think about your own. So I hope you have understood the format of notice writing. Do practice a few notices. In my next video, I will be giving you some questions to solve. So if you do like the video and do subscribe it so that you get first-hand information of all the things. Bye-bye. And now I will be discussing email writing. This is the second part of question number 3, notice writing as well as email writing. And remember, I told you in the beginning, notice and email are linked with each other. So the notice we did was that we are organizing a talent search competition in the school, and the email is also related to the same question. Let us focus on the question now. B part. Write an email to the principal of a neighboring school requesting him to send a team of teachers to judge the event. So it is the same competition where we are requesting the principal of a neighboring school. Now, whenever you write an email, keep these things first of all in your mind. Be very polite. The language used should be very polite and courteous. Then be very precise. Be to the point. Remember, you're writing to the principal and he is a busy person. He does not have enough time. So you should be very much to the point. No short forms are required in writing an email. You cannot write can't, won't, will not, cannot. Full forms are to be written. No mobile language is to be used. Remember, this is another part of formal letter only. It is simply just like a formal letter, so no mobile language is required. You have to write very decent language. So here I am with the solution. Just go through it. This is the email which we are writing to principal mgn@gmail. I have written another school's name. You can write any school's name. What you have to keep in mind is all the alphabets should be small letters. You are not supposed to use capital letters in it, number 1. Number 2, avoid using the name. You cannot write somebody's name over here. You have to write principal mgn. So that means his email ID is at the name of principal only, not at his particular name. So you have to write like this. Then, of course, this means you have to leave a line. Next is the subject. Request to appoint judges for talent search. Now, this doesn't have quite a width, so I am writing like this. Most probably, you should be writing this in one sentence, in one line. And very important in this, you are not going to use a verb. You have to use noun. Invitation to be the chief guest, for example. Don't write inviting you to be the chief guest. No verbs. It has to be nouns. Then leave a line. Dear madam. Ma'am is no word. Don't write M-A-M, ma'am. That is a slang word. You have to write full words. Dear madam or sir, anyway, comma. Then again leave a line. Then you start with the email. Being the head boy of the school, I deem it my honor to request you to appoint and send. I deem it and my honor. So these are some courteous and polite words. And in the starting, the usage of these courteous and polite words have half a mark. I will be discussing the marks later on. So please, this opening sentence has to be very catchy and very polite and courteous. Mind it. I appoint and send a team of 3 teachers to judge the talent search competition. This line comes from the question of the email. Then leave a line. The event will take place. Now in this, how the notice and email are correlated. Very important. The event will take place on 20th June from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in school basement, St. Joseph Boys School. Remember, these things have to be the same which you have written in notice writing. You remember, I have written 20th June in notice writing. I had written the time 9 to 11 and I had written school basement, St. Joseph Boys School. So this has to be same. You cannot change the date, you cannot change the time, you cannot change the venue. It has to be same. And plus additional, you have to write something what the judges are going to see over there. Various talents will be shown to you, including dance, singing, mimicry, acting, and so on. Then you leave a line, then conclude with a positive note, anticipating a positive response. You can also write hoping for a favorable response. We assure you that you will have a gala time with us. So you can write any line, but it should be again very polite and courteous. And then you have to end just like a letter. Yours faithfully, your comma, your full name, and your designation. Whenever you write your designation, the first words have to be capital. Even writing your full name, the first word has to be capital. So this is almost a short form of a formal letter. Now come to the marking. To so and so, this contains half a mark if you write completely correct. All small letters, mind it, and you have to give some mail address. Subject, request to appoint judges for talent search, again half a mark. Dear Madam, half a mark. Being the head boy of the school, I deem it my honor. This polite first sentence, half a mark. For what? What is the purpose of writing the email? To send a team of teachers to judge the talent search competition. Half a mark. Same date as in the notice. Half. Same time. Same venue. Half a mark each. And then anticipating a positive response. The last line. The starting line and the last line have half a mark each, mind it. So you have to start and end very courteously. Then the last subscription, yours faithfully and your full name along with your designation, half a mark. So this will total up to 5 marks. If you write like this, you are sure to score 5 and 5 for email. I hope you have understood the concept. Go through it and write according to the marks. There is no need to write anything extra, and there is certainly no need to draw any box because your answer sheet has margin towards both the sides and you get single line sheets. So there's absolutely no requirement of drawing a box. So I hope you have understood the format of notice writing as well as email writing. If you follow it like this, word by word, step by step, you are sure to score 10 on 10. Especially the board has introduced this question so that students can score more. So utilize this question and practice it and try to solve. In my next video, I will be sending you a few questions or notices and emails so you can solve them. That's all for today. Bye-bye.